Welcome back to Cosmic Spacehead. So yeah, let's explore planet Detroitica.
Are things finally going to start making sense now that we're
Remember,
off
And
there's a
there
revolution
you go.
ongoing.
Jova,
probably not.
here's your answer. Just look at this. Does it look like we are?
We're on planet Bald Mountain?
Yeah, sure. I don't know. It's just potentially can be just a. Considering the enemy that look more like amoebas, it reminds me more of the base of Metroid Fusion. So.
Oh look, another useless password because I have save states.
And a giant flower.
That does nothing. Alright.
Oh.
So, this is probably the hardest of the side-scrolling bits.
Oh, snap.
The game decided to finally start mixing things up. Basically, if you're hit by any of those things, you get thrown into the rolling passageway underneath, and you'll have to start this stage all over again. So don't get hit.
So what, is this like the final stage or something? The music actually sounds like it's starting to give a crap.
Yeah, it is actually. This is actually the final side-scrolling stage.
Huh.
Well, actually, no, never mind. No, it's not the final one, but it definitely is the hardest.
Hey, I was gonna say, Michael, the music sounds like it. Did you jump cut?
No. Believe it or not, that wasn't a jump cut. Basically, what happens, Jova, is if you manage to get way behind one of these things, they disappear. Because it has to do with the way the game is programmed. Apparently, the game cannot handle having more than one of these things at the time on the screen. See, the yellow one. Notice that the yellow one disappeared as well. So
yeah, it vanished so quickly that it seemed like you jump cut at some points.
I guess the programmer. This was the best the programmers could do. So let's save a state just in case.
Let me guess. Those thunderbolts will.
There you go. That's what happens.
They make you go back at the beginning.
Wow. So they don't kill you. They just ship you back to the start of the level.
That's because that's not frustrating at all. All right, and this piece, you're probably wondering, whoa, well, look at that machinery. What the hell do we even do here? We do nothing. I'm not even kidding. This area.
Usually, this kind of setup will make you toss an item into it to make it overload.
Or something like
Looks like it provides the power for the whole production line.
No shit, Sherlock.
Someone must have been really baked when they built this.
Well,
It reminds me.
Yeah, all of Britain for the sounds of it.
Oh shit, Jesus!
This is the closest this game has to a boss fight. What you have to do is you have to dodge the things he throws at you and just bypass him. I'm not even kidding. You can literally go right past him. Apparently, this robot's not even trying to kill you. He's just a dick.
That's his job.
And yeah, he doesn't even kill you. He just pushes you back with that.
Yeah, and you just start over.
You know, this game is weird. So you gave us lives, yet half the stuff doesn't even really kill us. Why?
Well, to be fair, most of the side-scrolling stages up until this point have killed us when we hit the enemies. So.
Well, hence why
It's just that Pedro's been using a cheat to make him vulnerable.
Oh, I know. But to be fair, some of the stuff does not seem like it would kill you at all. Like this one in particular, I assume that even without the cheat, you would still just get pushed back. Like, it's weird. Stuff that you would expect that would kill you doesn't.
Mm-hmm. This boss is, I guess this is what passes for a boss in this game, is very annoying because the patterns of how those things fall is wildly unpredictable.
Well, your jump was a bit higher, then you could pretty much not have to worry about the bouncing.
We're done.
So long, sucker!
Yay.
And the game even has a password right after.
Him.
By running away like a little pussy.
Precisely. Home sweet home. That's wrong.
Okay, use button.
Sure, why not?
Good move, dude. We've been trapped here since the robots took over.
What robots? There was just that one robot.
Now we're free, we can fight back.
I'm sorry, did we miss the robot revolution?
Yeah, we did.
Wait.
I suggest you get out of here.
Yes.
Take my car keys and run.
What is wrong with this universe, sir?
Alright, that's it. And there you go. That was the Detroitica storyline. I hope you enjoyed it.
And there's a constellation. And there's a constellation of Linus with Snickers bar on it.
That was surprisingly easy.
That's the thing, Dwebs. I get. Hey, Dwebs, can you spell rushed?
Again.
Rushed.
Very good.
Again. That was quite a robot revolution of one robot from what we saw.
This is the coolest, dude. As a Avenger, remember? Now for some reason. Yeah, not for some.
Now it's him speaking.
This is the coolest news. At last I found the transport to get me to Earth. Soon I'll prove to everyone that I discovered planet Earth. Let's get this thing moving.
Seriously, why is he speaking in what?
Okay, Peter Williamson, the creator of this game. You can see in the credits later. Dude.
Text now.
Okay. It's called consistency, okay? Please.
Oh. Yeah.
Please try to be consistent. That's all I'm asking, okay? This is not rocket science. You bothered up until this point, you've always had Cosmic's lines be told in that smaller yellowish font. But now all of a sudden you just break that pattern for no goddamn reason. Like...
So was that the end of the game?
No. We have one more planet to go through, or more like a space station, but...
Seriously, I'm half expecting the credits to show up. Yeah, you fly through all the credits of the ship.
Yes, apparently fast forward stuff.
No, that's the thing. I'm using RetroArch's speed up a feature because this goes on for quite a while.
Yeah, I can see that.
Don't you see? This is the penultimate boss fight. You have to
take
the patient.
shower.
That's the thing, Dwebs.
No, guys. You have to take on the very concept of patience itself.
You want to hear the best part? You want to hear the best part? Guess what you have to do to beat this part?
Nothing.
I'm not even kidding. Those meteors do nothing.
I was kidding.
Those meteors do nothing. They don't break your thing. I'm not even. You don't even have to move. You can just wait, stay here and wait like a moron.
Oh my
God. And by the way, pressing the forward button doesn't speed this up, from what I can tell. So basically, what you're doing here, you're grounded. Just put down the control and wait.
The game cages you.
Jesus.
Yeah, let's just.
Oh my God, it's still going.
Let's just speed this up. Why not? Seriously. Thank God for emulators.
There comes a point in time where you just say, "No, you literally cannot be this stupid."
Is this how they stretched the game out to the 4-hour mark?
Apparently, yes.
Oh my God! Wow.
Well, not for our mark. Remember, Dwebs, the first part was like 30-odd minutes. Same thing for the second one. This is 24. So this is about as long as a typical length of an animated film, really.
About an hour.
I could be watching an animated film. Well, I know I already am right now, but all I'm seeing is just a flying car passing by some space rocks.
Jeez,
cue in
fast forward. It's still going.
Cue in the Doomsday music.
Can I watch? Can I watch How to Train Your Dragon instead?
Game. Get on with it.
I didn't mean to know.
Thank you, Jesus.
More asteroids.
That was a close one.
It was?
I only just scraped through.
Lies! Fucking lies!
Those asteroids took guzzle the gas. I better find a space station.
Oh, so now you want to be a game again? Holy cow!
What was with that bit? It'd be like if in an RPG, it made you watch the characters walking off into the desert for 5 minutes.
And that's the thing. Apparently, hitting the asteroids doesn't even really deplete your health, from what Pedro said.
No, not that I can tell. Because trust me, I got hit plenty, as you saw there in the speed up, and nope, I'm fine. Okay,
it's not like you have to do much to avoid them. Like it seems like for the most part, hanging in the bottom right corner will do it for you.
It said earlier, use the other one, stupid. Hey, kiss my ass game. Like just fuck off. I paid money for this game back in the day, and it insults me. Kiss my ass. Like it's just.
Again, again, there comes a point in time where one has to just say, no, you cannot be this stupid. What were you actually thinking?
It reminds me of the game that Shen Entertainment did on the PS1 that Kadika's review, RC Stunt Copter.
Yeah, except that game was actually funny.
The judge there constantly berates you, and the game has an already absurd high difficulty, so you're guaranteed to never get a compliment from him.
Also, you gotta love this. Even at the gas station, apparently, you can die. Also, I love how you fast-forwarded it because, they boot you all the way back to outside the platforming section, which can take a bit of time.
There's nothing wrong. Wow. There's nothing wrong with a game being playful and potentially even addressing the player in a tongue-in-cheek way. I mean, plenty of games, like Theo said, the RC Copter does it, the Family Guy video game does it, and pretty well, to be fair.
With this game, wait, the Family Guy game?
The one that was made back in the PS2, where you played as Peter, Stewie, and Brian. Like, for example, literally the moment it starts, Stewie's all like, "Oh, I see you've touched yourself long enough to start playing this game. Well, let's get on with it." So it does it does plenty of stuff like that. Like, you can do that, but you have to have good, funny writing for the player to tolerate that. If you don't have funny writing on your side, that's gonna backfire badly.
I was just say this, for a game that literally pulled what this game did without any sense of self-awareness, it's a bit late to be tongue-in-cheek.
Yeah, that's also a good point.
Yeah, I mean, it's like Pedro said earlier, though. Even being tongue-in-cheek won't always necessarily negate any negativity.
Acknowledging the problem.
Oh, great! Wind physics.
Yeah, you're acknowledging the problem, but it's still a freaking problem.
Yeah, you hear that, Fairfence Ref?
I think the issue with this game in particular is like, well, okay, even for something that is trying to be zany or whatnot, it's not zany in the right ways per se. I know that may sound weird, but yes, I get being zany, wacky, and wild, but that doesn't mean that you throw out complete sense and logic in the picture here and there. The idea with a crazy world should be that it has its own crazy bout of sense.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have any sense whatsoever, well, then what's the point, really?
That's why Drop Dead Fred fails hardly as a movie, despite how many Brits in the comments really were very disapproving of the Nostalgia Critic review back in the day.
Wow, was it because of Rick Mayall's?
Yeah. There were it was various comments saying Rick Mayall is awesome. Like, screw you for dissing.
Yes, he was. The movie was.
Exactly, like just because a beloved actor, if a beloved actor does a bad performance in a bad movie, then he should be criticized for it. I don't care who it is.
If that kind of mentality worked, then Robin Williams would be untouchable. Yet the man was in quite a lot.
He was in Jack, for crying out loud, and Patch Adams.
Jack, yeah, Patch Adams,
Man of the Year.
If I understand correctly, because I'm not familiar with him, Rick Mayall is like a famous British comedian.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was apparently going to play.
Because his performance in, because I actually do remember watching that movie back in the 90s when it was a thing. Like, because his performance in that movie is so fucking annoying. I love Iron Sick. Is that even the kind of comedy he does in his own webs, or is it just Americans not using him well?
I can't say I've seen Rick Mayall all that much, but if that was his act, I highly doubt he'd be as beloved as he was if he did that.
Trust me,
he was in An American Werewolf in London.
To give you an idea, Dwebs, that movie sells itself as a whimsical family film, and yet it has Rick Mayall turn to the mother of the protagonist and literally go, and I quote, "It's her, the mega bitch." Like,
I think, Pedro, you're onto something when you say that America used him for that kind of role, because I'm checking the filmography here. he voices Cacophonix, the bard in Asterix Conquers America. So I get the idea what we wanted to do with him.
And well, then again, if Drop Dead Fred can apparently become a cult classic, what next? Are we going to be seeing the Renaissance? Freddy got fingered or something?
Oh, that's the thing. That's the thing.
Freddy got fingered is an interesting case. It is an absolutely terrible movie, but it's one of those terrible movies that needs to be studied, and in some ways it's kind of...
I found something interesting here, Jova. Maybe we might have mentioned it back in the day when you guys did it without me, but apparently Rick Mayall was supposed to be Peeves in the Harry Potter movies.
Well, actually, we didn't do Drop Dead Fred. I don't think we did, at least.
No, I was talking about this. Apparently, Rick Mayall was supposed to interpret Peeves for the Harry Potter actual movies, but apparently was cut from the final edit of the movie.
Oh. Yep, I actually mentioned that a few minutes ago, but yes, he was originally going to be Peeves. I think he could have worked for that. I mean, look, I'll give him credit. I'll give him credit. Drop Dead Fred feels like Peeves is the main protagonist, just we're supposed to actually like him in that regard.
Mm-hmm. It's,
if he had attached that performance to playing someone like Peeves who we're supposed to hate, then it would have worked out great, I think.
It depends on how, like when you make a movie like that, that's intense. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that media cannot be a certain level of mean-spirited, as long as it's a controlled mean-spiritedness. I'm actually a big fan of the Problem Child movies, despite of course them being not an acquired taste, but because I think it's one of those cases where this part basically everybody, if you're playing for this part, make sure you close your eyes occasionally, because this, I have no idea what the fuck were they thinking with this. Seriously, I'm not even kidding.
It's like the color that hides the platforms, so you might have to take a
I'm not even kidding. I actually did kind of get a headache looking this. So in order to get through this, every time it does this, I close my eyes and wait a bit, because what the fuck were they thinking with this crap?
I'll put a warning in the description, might as well.
Here's a better question. What is this doing in a gas station?
That's such a good point. I haven't actually explained this level. Okay, here's the basic point. In order to be able to get 10 space bucks to get the gas, we have to go through all 4 of these levels. all 6 of these levels. Get items that allow us to get through them, and then eventually you'll get a box, that box over there, that allows you to catch space bucks in it. Why? Because apparently in this space station, money is actually a living being that basically looks like a Puyo Puyo for some reason. So you have to catch it in a box.
So you use living things as currency.
I'm not even going to go into the horrible implications that brings.
Again, this game has come to a point where I have to wonder,
this game was clearly made. I'm pretty sure nobody was actually sober when making this game.
I really do have to wonder, what was the motivation? Because they had to have known. They had to have known how stupid this was. You can't be this stupid on purpose.
I mean, you
can't be this stupid on accident or just naturally this stupid. No. You have to come in this with a cold-blooded plan or something.
Yeah. All right, back at it. But yeah, like I was saying, I'm a big fan of the Problem Child movies, just because again, let me put it this way: the Problem Child movies are basically. They're perfect for watching when you're a kid, and if you still have a child in you, if the rebellious child in you still lives somewhere inside you, you can still go back to it and watch, because it really is one of those cases where it's a kid's fantasy movie of sorts, in the sense that have you ever wanted to be able to just get in, be able to do all sorts of pranks on people and get away with it? Then that movie is basically for you. It's one of those, movies that allows kids to just pretend that, and it's actually kind of really good in that fantasy type, living out your fantasy type of thing. Go ahead.
I'm guessing Well, I don't think critics saw it that way.
Oh no, they didn't.
It has a 0% on Rotten Tomatoes.
They didn't. No, but that's the thing. There's a lot of '90s movies that are now considered classics, like Ace Ventura, were critically panned. So trust me, that's not even. How even today, critics are still crap anyway. So
also, Pedro, I might be thinking of a different movie then, because as far as I remember, isn't Provincial that movie where Macaulay Culkin tries to kill the other Elijah Wood?
No,
that's The Good Son.
That's Good Son, you're thinking.
Oh,
that one is trying to be a serious, dramatic adult film, and it fails horribly. Whereas Provincial actually knows what it is.
Good Son was trying to be serious and dramatic. I thought they were just trying to be, Home Alone, but it's a horror movie.
Well, I guess
that's the same idea, Jova, just in a different way.
I guess, Timmy, I feel like Good Son has more a tongue-in-cheek sort of feel, where it's not trying to be completely dead serious.
Let me put it this way, Teo, just to show you that the movie does have a good self-awareness moment about itself. The moment it introduces the main character, who's supposed to be the big, rebellious kid, who always plays around some people, his theme is George Thorogood's Bat to the Bone. So immediately the movie knows exactly what it's doing, and it's just rolling with it. So it is good on that. Like for example, one of the videos I love is he gets a. Oh, hold on.
I better load the film into my camera. I'll have to take some neat snaps to prove to everyone that I discovered planet Earth. The Stingray's really moving. I'll be at Earth in no time.
No time. It took you forever to get where you were going in the first place.
Wait. So was the gas station the final level?
Yes, we're done.
So the gas station was the final level.
Yeah.
So the robot revolution, no, that was
place right up
there. And of
there.
course, he lands in America.
It's gonna take its place up there with famous final level, final zone from Sonic. The
neat.
Level 8-4 in Mario.
These
Petrol
photos are
station.
going to be amazing.
Amazing.
I'm gonna tell my kids that this is all that there is to Earth. Good America, so everyone will know that I discovered planet Earth.
It's all America?
Yes.
I'll get the heroes welcome.
There you go, Teo. That's the basic gist of it. He takes pictures of the Statue of Liberty, and that's enough.
The entire screen is filled with congratulations.
Oh my god, so actually this came out before even.
And that was Cosmic Spacehead.
Look at this. The credits, they look exactly like the opening credits.
Written by Peter Williamson. Peter, get help.
Going back to Drop Dead Fred, the major issue with that problem was summed up well by the nostalgia critic. If that guy is supposed to be the epitome of self-help, then Michael Myers is the picture of mental health.
Yeah, basically.
It's just that the premise does not work.
It doesn't
with
at
the
all.
idea that Drop Dead Fred is supposed to be good. Now, if it were, say, a horror film where Drop Dead Fred is driving his supposed child crazy and murderous, then yeah, it would work. But no, he is supposedly actually helping, despite
it's stupid.
Everything.
It's a stupid movie. No matter how many Rick Mayall fans try to deny it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Apparently, Brits have grown to like that movie.
Apparently, I don't get it.
Honestly, I never saw it and I don't really care. Anyway, final thoughts for this one, I guess.
Well, okay,
let's start.
Okay, Job, I know you have a lot. I know you've been looking forward to this, so go ahead.
What a stupid game. Like, I'm sorry if I insulted anyone involved in this game, but it is so flipping stupid. And yeah,
well, technically you're insulting the game, not the game makers. So.
Yes. You know what? It's stupid, but that's kind of its biggest draw here. Like, holy cow, almost nothing here makes sense. Not even some of the gameplay controls make sense. It has terrible pacing, it blatantly pads stuff out, and we loop back to this from the credits?
That's the thing, Jova, that's what the credits are. It just loops between this picture and the credits, and it just keeps doing this over and over and over.
Remember, Jova, this game in general was not one that was, officially licensed by the companies. But the console gaming companies.
Well, to be fair, that's the NES version. This one was. to be fair.
I hope so.
Okay, but yeah, I mean, again, okay, so let's start from the beginning. The plot is not something that's that motivating. Oh, this guy wants to, prove that Earth exists. He does, and apparently he is given a hero's welcome. Oh, by the way, there's a robot revolution, but that, of all things, gets the least amount of attention. And may I remind you, the final stage is just us getting 10 space bucks for gas. The story here is not exactly what I would call well thought out here, because everyone will remember, let's see, final stages. The core of the planet in Final Fantasy VII, Scrap Brain Zone in Sonic 1, Bowser's Castle in Mario, random gas station in Cosmic Spacehead. Of course, it will be the thing that everyone remembers. We're totally getting Spacehead in Smash, guys.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh god, it's just this game. It feels like a game made on the cheap, which for this era of gaming is saying quite a bit. I mean, that's not to say that some games didn't have more budget put into them, but usually for the most part you can make a game look good on this hardware. This kinda looks ugly, not gonna lie. Again, the concept of money is weird because you literally get it from a lottery machine, so not really that tough. The backtracking can range from okay with the map to nightmarish at times here and there. And some of these clues and hints make Sierra's King's Quest look like Sherlock Holmes sensible by comparison. It's just, my god. It's the perfect cavalcade of nonsense and stupidity that comes into a disgusting soup of a terrible game. And yet, I wouldn't trade it for the world because it is one of the most wild and out-of-this-world experiences I have had in gaming. So, it's Blurst.
Kyonix?
Yes.
Go ahead, Dibs.
So, The Adventures of Tomato and Cheese Dip Man. Seriously, it's what in game he looks like.
Yeah.
It's just really, really dumb. Seriously, there's like the tiniest platforming segments that look incredibly frustrating to go through. There's the copious amounts of padding, especially that bit at the end where he slowly goes through an asteroid belt. Or a field of asteroids.
Don't forget the robot revolution. That happened even though we saw it.
Which apparently happened on Linus' home turf. And he doesn't really care.
Yeah, but who cares? I want to discover planet Earth.
Because they'll get a hero's welcome. So let me get this straight. Helping the people against the robot revolution doesn't get you a hero's welcome, but no, taking pictures of America does.
This is one of the most horrible superheroes I've ever seen. He doesn't give a shit about anybody or anything other than himself, and he's supposed to be the good guy.
Okay, there's always wars between Linus and Pepsi Man in that regard.
Linus!
I'd say at least Pepsi Man
tries to do his stuff.
Day.
He's just being hamstrung by everything around him. Even his own company tried to run him over with a truck at one point.
Yeah.
This guy in the middle of a robot revolution, he fucks off to New York.
Yes, he does.
It's like in Keith Lemon the movie where his girlfriend gets kidnapped, but he instead forgets to rescue her so he can cheat on her with some random celebrity.
It's interesting because over there in its own home country, it apparently, according to this cover, it got awards and shit. So apparently people were really into Cosmic Spacehead back in the day.
Wait, seriously? This game?
Oh, is it here in the
we gave awards to David Cage.
True.
Okay,
yeah, over the
to be honest, I can see potentially the appeal that these being a point and click and everything and more being kid friendly. It does remind me of that gaming company that did that bunch of kid friendly point and click game like Freddy Fish or Spy Fox, or Pot Pot. I forgot the name of the company, but it has the same vibe. This kind of game, including the nonsense. It's. I will mention more in my final thoughts. Continue, Lips. Sorry.
Coupled with some really weird sounding music, and again, you know this game's massively engaging. We'd rather be talking about Drop Dead Fred and Freddy Got Fingered. Gee, good job there holding our attention, game. So, Linus, Cosmic Crusade, Spacehead, Code, whatever. It's it's a game.
It's a game.
Allow me. It's gameplay, and that's it.
Yeah,
you're like that guy from that Konami E3.
it's not
Actually, I was paying homage to the
Gameplay.
baby.
It has it.
Actually, I was paying homage to the I was paying homage to the Baby's Kids movie trailer.
that botched trailer.
It's animation.
It's animation.
and that's all I can say about it. Apparently,
From what I've heard, that's all you can say about that movie anyway. So.
That's the that's the thing. This I guess Codemasters was at the very least Codemasters was lucky to have the Oliver twins making the Dizzy games for them. But yeah, when it comes to their other projects, especially considering how this game was bundled with Fantastic Dizzy, which is regarded as the best game in the Dizzy series. So, oh well. All right.
And supposedly this is a sequel to a title featuring one of the compilations. So I dread to even think what the first one looks like.
I'm not.
That's it. I'm done.
No, I'm gonna check it on my own, Pedro. I'm not forcing you to go through more of this shit. But anyway,
Go ahead, too.
As someone who's more experienced with point and click stuff, this is still not really good. Like, it has the far out stuff and the moon logic that you will see in something like I said, Pajama Sam or Freddy Fish. But it's still not really, it combines that with a bit of Sierra style of moon logic, but it's not really suited for the target demographic that it tries to go through. And the game is just mean spirit overall. The Daedalic secretly made this. For those who don't know, Daedalic is a German company very specializing in games a bit of all kind. And one of the things they did was to revitalize a bit the point and click genre. One of its particular series was Deponia, which is a love letter to Monkey Island, except that everyone is a complete asshole in that game. So I get the same feeling from this one. So congratulations, Cosmic Spacehead, and your crusade to find the quest for Earth. You're getting in pair with Germans in modern age. But no, even at best, this is just meh. Like simple structure, made possibly at best it will just be kids first point and click game, potentially for console if they did it on a PC back in the day. But that's it. Not really something you should spend too much time on. Go ahead, Pedro.
Yeah. Basically, I grew up with the game because I was. I found this the bundle, the cartridge bundle that comes with this game and Fantastic Dizzy. And while I did enjoy Fantastic Dizzy, this game was always one that I didn't really pay much attention to as a kid because it just felt so weird. Not to mention that a lot of the stuff I couldn't figure out because it was so weird. It was only years later that I actually properly started this game with an actual intent of properly finishing it, just to close this chapter of my life. And
how did you feel?
It was something, I guess. So yeah, thank you, good old Britain, for this thing. Stick to just get the Oliver just stick to the Oliver Twins game, Codemasters. Like this guy Peter Williamson, I don't think he's very good at this whole writing thing.
I wonder if he's still in games nowadays.
Let me check if he's still alive in the first place.
I have my doubts. The Oliver Twins are not making games anymore. They tried reviving Dizzy, but the Kickstarter didn't work.
Plot twist. Turns out he's the writer of Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh, sure.
Sure, I'm sure he is.
You said Peter Williamson, correct?
Peter Williamson, yes, he's supposed.
Okay, it's a bit hard to find, but I'll get through it in the meantime. Go on.
He's supposedly British, I'm assuming. Okay, yeah. The point the side-scrolling platforming bits are way too short. Even what's there is not that well designed. It's very basic, and even then, the jumping could have been better handled. The point-and-click bits are relatively harmless. They're mostly just dumb. Like, the puzzles themselves are not like super hard to figure out or anything like that. They're just dumb. So I guess you can at the very least get some enjoyment out of it, like Jova said, as just what the fuck is this game? So that's really the only thing this game has going for it, just making fun of it because of how weird and dumb it is, really. That's really the only real appeal that this game has into the. Maybe back when it first came out, it was a bit more liked because it was a simpler.
To have gotten awards.
It was a simpler time, but yeah, when you play it today, yeah, there's a good reason why this didn't become like a big Codemasters franchise. Like,
yeah,
I haven't seen. I tried to check, but I can't seem to find information about this particular Peter Williamson. But I did find in the meantime that apparently Pushing Up Roses as a episode dedicated to this game, so I'm gonna check that out after we're done.
All right,
seriously,
I'll be
wow.
sure. I'll be sure to do that too. Then, So yeah, Cosmic Spacehead is it's a
game.
It's a game. And it is very weird, but whatever. I guess that's at the very least that. One of the maybe if I can get the earlier Disney games running, and we'll come back and see if we can get. The problem is that the original Disney game was only released on some of the early home computers, because you remember back in the 80s in the UK, it wasn't so much consoles that were flying off the shelves, it was more home computers like the ZX Spectrum and the Commodore 64. So hopefully, I'll see if I can find a version of Dizzy 1 that works and see if I can get that rolling. Because if I do the Dizzy games, I would like to at the very least do them in order.
Makes sense. That reminds me, I guess there's technically that other Cosmic Spacehead, or
like I said, Java, honestly, I don't think it's worth it, and I think Pedro has been subjected to enough torture for this.
Yeah, it's not so much torture. It's more so the loss of brain cells. Anyway, that was Cosmic Spacehead, everybody. It was a thing. Hopefully, the next time we get in here to do a British game, it will be a better one. Well, we already did the Rare Replay. We already did all the minor games in the Rare Replay.
I got one. A British game that's very well known.
Which one?
Silver Surfer.
Oh, fuck.
Well, actually, that's actually not a bad suggestion, too. Thanks to Game Genie, I can easily get through that crap because there's no way I'm playing that fair. So that's actually not a bad suggestion. I will take that and I will put that on the list, Whips. Good idea.
I guess there's also Banjo and Kazooie or Conker's.
Well, yeah, but that's more of a 5-member thing, obviously. I'm
How about the Battletoads revival? Oh wait, that's not done by a British company.
Well, actually, too, I'm planning on getting a month of Game Pass on December, so I can record the Gears 5 DLC. Maybe I can take advantage of that and just do Battletoads as well while I'm at it.
But I don't know if it fits up with the British game. We'll see what happens, folks. So don't worry, stay tuned.
See ya.
See ya.